Yo.
How we doing? Let's go. Another beautiful day on Wesleyan's campus. I do think it's about to snow though, so take cover. But on a warmer note, we have our pitch class today, which is my favorite class. We're gonna go over what makes a good pitch. So we have a good workshop where they'll pair up, they'll pitch to each other, they'll go line by line and kind of refine stuff as they go. But essentially you want to make it airtight and have the best pitch possible for the final event on May 6th. So let's go take shelter. Let's go.
I would pitch a better for you Asian restaurant. Think like a Chipotle or a Dig or Sweet Green, all these things.
If I could pitch one thing, I'll pitch a real-world simulated video game. So think of GTA, but GTA for universities, where you get to experience college life. You start from like level 1 as a freshman, and then you complete a bunch of missions, and then that's how you grow and pass the next class to the next class.
Like an Uber for service businesses, for anybody who really needed any kind of service work done, whether it's plumbing, electrical, junk removal, anything you need.
Not necessarily a product, but it would be a burger restaurant.
Find my golf ball app. You know, us golfers were always hitting it into the woods and you like lose your ball and you're pissed. What if like the ball could have just a tiny little tracking thing and you could use your phone to like, you know, move around to find it? It would be clutch.
A heated driveway mat, because shoveling is old school.
That would work on a day like today.
I feel like in general things have been flowing pretty well. Like I've had a meeting with a dean, and I have like meetings with a couple other departments lined up, and then also with ITS, so I feel like there's just a good pathway forward.
One win, actually I demoed the product to Ariane, so that was very exciting.
Roadblock is, so I'm thinking of how I could make it a more comprehensive app, not just like a cool app that animates plays. So I've been coming up with new features to make it this comprehensive play learning engine that does a bunch of different stuff.
A lot of you already have some of your pitches dialed in from pitching to C's and whatnot, but I thought it would be helpful to finally get a written pitch down because Kate Fuchs is going to help you guys refine the pitch and make it energetic, bring it to life, and get you guys the perfect product for the final day, because it'll come up a lot quicker than you might expect. And the biggest thing that we need from you guys is repetition, at least. Okay, so first we're gonna do a round 1 of pitch offs. You guys are gonna get up. We're gonna record pitches again. I thought it would be good to record them, so we'll have at least 3 benchmarks for you guys to see your pitch at the beginning when you guys first came into the class. This is kind of the middle point of class 2, so we'll have that benchmark, and then we'll do a final one towards the end of the class as well.
All right, hello, my name is Rowan Tracy. I am co-founder of Medfield Junk, a full-service junk.
TikTok, Facebook. Yeah, put a little ice on it, put a little...
I was tired of bumping into my friends who I really wanted to see, and we only have like 5 seconds.
As Michael and I love to do, put people on the spot. We have all the students raw pitching their companies to the students to get feedback. You know, it's super important because the basis of our class is for them to be able to communicate the idea, product, or company that they're trying to pitch to these investors. So having them, you know, repeat it over and over and over and get it nailed down in their head is going to be the most important part for the final event.
Taking vital signs the old-fashioned way is tedious, time-consuming, and there's lots of room for human error when in the back of an ambulance. That's the way of the past. The way of the future is the VitalPatch, and I'm McClary, and that's what I'm trying to do. The VitalPatch is a non-invasive adhesive patch that is administered to the patient's upper arm that, once attached, continuously sends vital signs to the EMTs onboard computer via Bluetooth.
How did you come up with like the idea for that?
Yeah, so I'm an EMT myself, and I've worked in an ambulance. I was being a third rider, just observing the other EMTs and how they do their work. And I watched how they would just take and retake these vital signs, even if the patients are stable, because protocol, that's what they need to do. And I noticed, because I wear a Whoop myself, and I was kind of thinking, I can look on my phone and see all my vital signs at my own disposal whenever I want. So I I was thinking, why is there nothing like that in the EMS world right now?
Does the thought of pitching in front of like a bunch of people scare you, or?
Yeah, it definitely does, because just today I learned that there's 450 seats in the venue and a double decker, like overhang, more people. So it's definitely a little daunting, but we'll figure it out.
Everyone pitched on day one, and now we're about almost halfway through the semester. How have people's pitches changed?
Yeah, people have progressed a lot. They're able to finally communicate the problem in a simplistic manner that's digestible to the actual audience itself. But obviously, we could use a little more work. We're chipping away day by day, but people are finally getting a good basis of what makes a good pitch, how to convey that, and put it in terms that everyone can really understand.
So right now we're workshopping our pitches. We gave a brief pitch, and now we're going through with a little bit more process, a little more structure, and delivering a final written pitch at the end. Yeah, so we're essentially streamlining the acquisitions process for real estate private equity firms. And what this means is that we're helping real estate private equity firms sort through the variety of emails and documents they have to go through just to see if a potential opportunity is worth investing in. It's interesting. I give a lot of the demos at our company, so demoing a lot to real estate professionals, right? People who know everything that we're talking about. So it's easy to get kind of caught in the weeds there, and translating that to explaining it to classmates or people who are less familiar with the real estate industry is definitely challenging. I would say it's been kind of fun actually to somewhat design a brand new pitch. And I think the best pitches are always stories. So right now what I'm thinking of is trying to tell a good story about our product and make it, digestible for anyone who's listening to the pitch.
All right, 12:10. Everybody left. Class ends at 12. I held a little longer today. But it was an important class. We went over pitching. We had our good workshop where we had people pair up, refine their pitches, and make sure that they're airtight for the final event on prospectively May 6th. We're still getting that down in the books. But anyway, see you next week. We're doing paid advertising when Michael gets back from Minnesota. So I hope you guys enjoyed my takeover this week. Let's go.